Common questions that we're asked here at Goldberg Weisman Cairo all the time are, what should I do now that I got hurt in the job? Who will pay my medical bills? How do I pay my mortgage, my car payment, put groceries on the table? What are my legal rights? Well, don't panic. Fortunately, employers in Illinois are required to provide workers' compensation benefits in order to cover all of the related medical treatment and temporary disability benefits to any employees who are injured or ill while working on the job. These injured employees may also be entitled to compensation for any permanent disabilities or vocational training if they're unable to return to their usual jobs. And in the most tragic of cases, the family members of workers who die on the job will be entitled to survivor's benefits if the death is due to on-the-job related cause. While this system is in place for you if you're injured on the job, there are still steps you need to take in order to ensure that your rights are protected. Injuries can be traumatic, such as a vehicle crash, a fall, a lifting incident, or a dropped piece of material resulting in the immediate onset of injury. Sometimes, injuries can be more of a cumulative effect that develop over long periods of time as a result of repetitive work activities, causing things like carpal tunnel syndrome, or hearing loss, or illnesses related to exposure to hazardous chemicals and materials. Whatever it is, it's essential that you report your injury to a supervisor as soon as the incident occurs, or in the case of these repetitive type injuries, immediately after being told by your doctor that you have a work-related condition. If you wait more than 45 days to report your accident or the medical findings, you'll lose 100% of your legal rights under workers' compensation. So you have to follow that 45-day rule. Now, when I say report your injury, make sure that you don't get caught up into a he said, she said situation. Have a trusted witness with you or memorialize this notice in an email or a written document. And please keep the written document if you do. This way, if your employer ever contests notice, you have evidence to prove that you gave notice within the 45 days. If you happen to be a member of a trade union, inform your union official of the fact that you suffered an injury on the job, because there may be some union benefits you'll be entitled to. Now, getting treatment from your doctor immediately is very, very important. And under Illinois, there's a real important rule. You can only choose 2 different doctors for your treatment, and workers' comp has to pay for it. But frequently injured workers need to see more than just 2 doctors. Oftentimes, they also want a second opinion. So how do you get workers' comp to pay for more than 2 doctors? Very easy, but very, very important. If you get referred by the doctor who is within your 2-choice chain of doctors, it's not considered to be a third choice. It's a referral from one of your chosen doctors, and workers' compensation has to pay 100%. So don't look on Google for a new doctor. Don't get a recommendation from a friend, because if you do that and it's your 3rd doctor, you're going to be obligated to pay the medical yourself. Get the referral from your 1st or 2nd choice of doctors, and workers' comp is on the hook to pay the entire bill. Don't forget this, because medical expenses are very expensive. Be very clear and detailed with your doctors about your injuries and how they are work-related. Your medical records are key to building a credible workers' comp case, so make sure you're very, very clear when you give your medical history about the fact that your injury occurred on the job, assuming that to be true, of course. Medical references that say old sports injuries and things of the like, or not mentioning a specific job incident, can be very problematic in a workers' comp case. So tell your doctor how you got hurt on the job. Now remember, you're trying to get better, so significant gaps in your medical treatment may only worsen your condition, and I guarantee they will undermine the credibility of your claim. So show up when you're supposed to and be a compliant patient. If your doctor recommends a course of treatment, physical therapy, diagnostic testing, or another consultation, follow through with it. Don't ignore it, because it will only impair your chances of a full recovery. It will also significantly result in casting significant doubt on your claim. Let's talk about social media. We warn our clients all the time to be mindful of what you post on social media. Be absolutely certain that whatever you post, the workers' comp care and their attorney will see. Trust me when I tell you, you post it today, they'll find it tomorrow, even if you hit the delete button. And if you do delete a post that could provide important information to the carrier to fight your claim, there are potentially severe legal sanctions that you can be assessed with. So when in doubt, just leave it out. Now, the final thing that I have to tell you what you should do is, if you get hurt on the job, you should hire a team of experienced and dedicated workers' compensation and personal injury lawyers to fight for you, like the workers' compensation attorneys at GWC. Taking on the insurance companies is never an easy task. In order to protect your legal rights and maximize the value of your claim for medical bills, lost earnings, pain and suffering, and disability, call GWC. Put one of Illinois' largest workers' compensation and personal injury law firms to work for you and your family. GWC is the preferred law firm for many unions and trade organizations throughout the state, and we work quickly to obtain the maximum amount of compensation that our clients need and deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured on or off the job, contact our office for a free legal consultation with one of our attorneys. And remember, at GWC, we never get paid unless and until you get paid. GWC, justice starts today.